Welcome to my channel and thank you for checking me out. My name is Don and I'm a retired funeral director. And if you have any questions about what is involved with that, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Since I cannot drive, thanks to some vision concerns, I decided to start this channel because I'm stuck at home all day and I'm bored. On this channel I will discuss things that cross my mind, such as my jobs as a teenager, my time in the Navy, popular movies I don't like, unpopular movies I do like, and anything else that comes to mind. For this first episode, I would like to talk about a popular movie that I do not like, and that is the 1996 Tom Cruise Mission Impossible. Now, this movie's been around for 30 years, so if you have not seen it by now, there are spoilers ahead. So don't blame me if I ruin the movie for you. Now, I'm a boomer, born in 1963, and I grew up watching the original Mission Impossible TV series. Mr. Phelps was the leader of the Impossible Missions Force, and every week he would devise these complicated scenarios to accomplish his mission. In the Tom Cruise version, Mr. Phelps is still in charge of the Impossible Missions Force, yet they have made him the bad guy. And that, when I saw that movie, it just ruined my world. Now, Mr. Phelps was always my hero. He was portrayed by Peter Graves. You may remember him as Captain Over from the movie Airplane. He also hosted A&E's biography series for a while. But having him as the bad guy just absolutely wrecked me. And the only reason I could understand from the movie that he decided to be the bad guy was because it seemed like his job was going to be obsolete. That the Cold War was over, and that teams like his were no longer needed. And there's even a line in the movie where he talks about how the president thinks he can run this country without Mr. Phelps. So that just really made no sense to me. And there are some nitpicky things in the movie that really got under my skin. Now, for example, when Tom Cruise breaks into the Black Vault to steal the data file from the CIA, they talk about the various alarm procedures that are in place. The one that is the most glaring to me was the fact that there is a sound-sensitive alarm, and anything above a whisper will set it off. Yet when Tom Cruise is hanging by the ropes, hacking into the system, the keyboard is just clacking away. Now, it was stated that anything above a whisper would set the alarm off, yet that keyboard was just as loud as any keyboard in the 90s would be. So that movie always got under my skin. I have not seen a single Mission Impossible movie since, and to my understanding there are now 7 sequels. But that movie, I will never ever like it. So much for a movie I don't like. Let's talk about a movie I do like that was not very successful at the box office, and that is Hudson Hawk, starring Bruce Willis, Danny Aiello, Andy McDowell, and James Coburn, with a very early, very young David Caruso in a supporting role. I believe this was well before NYPD Blue and CSI Miami. Anyway, Hudson Hawk stars Bruce Willis as a cat burglar recently released from prison who is hired to do a job by James Coburn, a rogue CIA agent, if I remember correctly. Bruce Willis has to steal an item from a museum that supposedly contains the final component to Leonardo da Vinci's gold making machine, a process known as alchemy, by which lead is converted into gold. Along the way, he and his partner, Danny Aiello, they sing their way through their various heists using particular songs with particular lengths to time their moves. And it's just a fun movie. It's got a lot of humor, especially with James Coburn's henchmen. They are nicknamed the Candy Bars. David Caruso is Kit Kat. There's also Butterfingers, and I forget the other ones. But anyway, it's a fun movie. Takes place in, I believe, New York and Rome, and Leonardo da Vinci's workshop. Just a fun movie. A lot of singing, which normally I don't care for music, but the songs kind of move the plot along as they engage in their various heists and capers, if you will. So, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you give it a try if you're a fan of Bruce Willis. It kind of stretches your disbelief, if you will, but overall, just a fun movie. Alright, well, that's it for this episode. I hope you'll come back and check out anything further, and thank you for tuning in.